Hey guys and gals, it's Mr. Know-It-All here, and I've got to share something with you on this beautiful Pensacola day. Now, today we're talking about new is not always better, especially 20 years ago it was. Today it's not so much. This tractor, as you can see, is 23 years old, and other than a new tire wearing out and oil changes, nothing really radical. I put a new seat on it. That's about it. And it's been a great tractor. It's got a 54-inch deck, not caused me any problems, hydrostatic drive, all that stuff, and it's mowed and mulched up tons of leaves, especially here in Florida. Now, this tractor, I thought, because it was a good deal and it was highly rated, I thought I would buy it, and I thought I would get it through a big box chain store. I bought it through Lowe's because they had free delivery and free setup. I gotta tell you, it's sitting out here right now because it's going back. I'm not impressed with it whatsoever. Yes, it has 4 horsepower more in the motor, and it's got the same size deck, 54-inch, and the motor's a Kawasaki versus the Briggs & Stratton in that rig. But when I got it, I thought, it's really weird, why would this have rust on it already? And if you look down here, it already has rust on it. And this rig here, there's no rust on it. I didn't treat it any differently. The springs under the seat are beautiful. The springs under this seat are already rusting. And that's not just surface rust, that's heavy corrosion right there. And there was rust back here splattered from somewhere. I don't know where that came from. But the plastic is already fading out. The seat was comfortable, but the seat's already starting to rust. I know the motor's really good. I know probably the transmission's really good. But the problem is not so much that, is having the deck rust out. If these little things on here are already rusting out, then who's to say that the deck's not going to rust out? But you can see down in there, rust on that already. But if I was to look deeper, I would find more, I'm sure of it. But that wasn't really that caught my attention. What caught my attention was the numbers on the height control for the deck would rub right off. If I rubbed on that, or a little bit of gas got on that, it would come right off. I expected more out of Husqvarna, I really did. 20 years ago it would have probably been a great rig, but today it's just not the same. You can see this switch here, that is already coming off. I mean, you can just rub it. Look at that, I can rub it right off with my finger. You can see how many hours are on it. 4.4. That's it. And the gauge was twisted out of whack. Being an old tool and die guy, I like things square, and so I'd have to mess with that to get that back square. This, when you turn the key, it moves. I'm not being picky, I'm just looking for longevity. That's really the key to it, is the longevity. This right here probably wouldn't last very long. That little ring right there, first thing you hit, it's going to bend that. And of course you're not supposed to hit anything, but people do. And the other problem I had was it was supposed to be set up, and it was nowhere close to set up. it gouged into the lawn bad, and so I spent an hour trying to get it squared away. Now here's another spot of rust on the wheel, and as I said, that shouldn't be there like that. And then under here, right under there, more rust. The muffler's already rusting. The powder coating is coming off. I'm kind of let down. The muffler's already starting to rust, so that won't be long. Another year probably will have to be replaced. It's the little things that caught my attention when I don't have any of those issues with this old 23-year-old beast. And yeah, it's dirty, it could use some paint, but it mows like a madman. And I put a ball on it so I could move my car trailer around, and that works like a charm. Same tires that are on it when we bought it, other than the front one. I just replaced one of those. The deck is solid. I mean, it's got this heavy gauge steel bar around it right there. You just don't find them like that. So I just didn't want to spend, was $4,800 for that, and I just told him come get it. I mean, you pay that much for a decent used car, small used car, but I didn't, you know, I didn't chintz on the price of it. I just wanted something that's going to last me, but it was a total letdown. If I would have probably went and looked at it in person, maybe it wouldn't have looked like this. And I know they keep them outside, but still, shouldn't be having paint peeling off it with 4 hours on it already. I mean, this one is, again, she's old, but runs like a top. And I got a video I'm going to share with you on something you need to check on your tractor or any power equipment, and make sure you check it, because it can cause you havoc, and it's something you will never even think about checking. So keep your eyes peeled on the videos. But I hope this helps. I just wanted to share with you, new is not always better. 20 years ago it was, but I don't know, it's just really weird. You'd think they would have paid attention to the small stuff. I mean, just having the plastic here faded out looks hideous. Share your stories on your purchases lately. We're gonna see how long we can keep this rig going. I mean, it's went 23 years already, so that's where we're at. We're gonna see if we can get another 10 years out of it, maybe. Steering's starting to get a little sloppy up front, but I think we can deal with that.